All right, guys, I think I'm all set for recording. And I know a lot of you are busy. I did this completely last minute, so I apologize, but I wanted to make sure that I think I'm coming down with a cold, so I feel like I sound like a man. I want to make sure that I get everybody off on the right foot. And I definitely have talked to some of you individually, and I plan to game plan with everybody individually every single month to make sure I'm helping you with what you need, that you have your goals set, and that you're just getting what you need out of all of this. But congratulations. All of you have just joined an insanely amazing company that is shooting for the stars right now, and we have a lot going on from now until 2019. So a lot of things in the works that you will be even happier that you joined. So that being put out of the way, what I'm going to do is sort of go over what the first 30 and 60 days should look like for you and simplify it. Going into your back office, so just going to Nerium.com and signing in with your username and your password, you're going to have a lot of different options of things to look at on your website, and it can be incredibly overwhelming. So what I want to do for you is just sort of give you what you want to use right now and not to get too wrapped up and overwhelmed with everything else. I'll be honest, I don't know the ins and outs of everything that's on there, and it will be 2 years for me in January. And I'm still doing pretty well, I would say. So don't worry about all of that. I will make sure that you know what you have to use. So it's not going to be an incredibly overwhelming experience if we just simplify it and break it down. And the other thing I want to say is you guys have a huge opportunity to impact a lot of people in your life with these products. So definitely know that what you've just invested in is something that could potentially be your legacy down the road. So next, what I want to talk about is the first 30 days are probably the most important days at the start of your Nerium business. So what you want to look at is going through your phone and going through your Facebook friends and making a list first of people that you want to reach out to and people that you want to reach out to for A, products, or B, products and the business. So I definitely did not really focus on the business side of things the first 30 days. What I was focused on was getting customers and looking at who I could kind of help with these products. But looking at who you want to do the business with, or who you think would benefit from being in the business, or who you just think would do very well. They're very outgoing, they're very active on social media, and there's someone that you feel is like coachable and excitable about new opportunities. Throw those down on your list. But those are also the people that you're going to build your team with. So building a team is one thing, but then building your client base is another thing. In building a client base, what we always recommend is 2 exposures a day. So that means you are bringing someone to not knowing about Nerium to knowing about Nerium. You can set that goal higher to more than 2 if you want. That's totally fine. If you have the time to do that, that's totally fine. But pretty much what I typically will do is I'll do a post on Facebook or Instagram, sometimes both if I have the time, sometimes just one or the other, and I'll highlight one product or the business. Typically starting out, you're going to probably want to highlight the products and message people privately about the business side of things. And I'll help you with that. I'll send you verbiage that I've used before or that other people on the team have been really successful with. But you're going to want to do that post, and you're going to do no more than 3 pictures, 1 to 3 pictures, because more than 3 pictures, people don't look at them all. Or they just scroll right up when they see plus with the pictures because people are busy. So you want to do something that is going to catch their eye. Use some emojis, be funny, be excited, and get a really good before and after picture. I can definitely share before and after pictures with you guys, but the other thing I'm going to do later today is post in our Team Nerium feed how to get to before and after pictures through our Facebook group. which is Goal Diggers. And if you haven't been added to Goal Diggers, let me know, and I will make sure I add you. And what Goal Diggers is it's a whole lot of people that are in Nerium, but they're underneath our upline. So they're all people that virtually are on our team, just like the bigger umbrella of the team, because there are, many people above me. And it's all the people under them that have joined that are in this Facebook group. But what's fun is there's a lot of information in there. We do a lot of shout outs in there. I'll post if you guys get, your products for free, or if you rank up, we do flyers. So a lot of fun. It's very positive. Honestly, it's not a negative Facebook page where people complain a lot. So that's a whole other piece of things. So getting that post done, and then making sure that you're doing those 2 exposures a day. So typically at the beginning, what I did was sort of mass messaged people. And I just said, hey, I just joined Nerium. I've been using the products for a little while. And if you haven't been using the products for a little while, be honest. Just say, I have come across this really great opportunity and I've looked into the business and they're going places. I'm really excited and I would love to share a little bit about what they have to offer. Are you interested in watching a video? Or are you interested in just hearing some information about the products? So typically, people either 1, ignore the message, 2, say not right now, or 3, you'll get a yes. We get a lot of no's. I do not get a lot of likes on my posts. I don't think people are watching, but I will tell you consistency pays off and people are watching. I got very down in those first few months of Nerium after I got my first kind of bulk of customers because I felt like, gosh, people aren't watching. But then 2, 3 months, sometimes a year later, people will say, listen, I've been looking at the posts and I'm at a point now where I really want to hear more. Or get me that firming cream, I need it stat. So don't let kind of that crickets, people not posting back or not liking things get you down, because it happens to all of us. But staying consistent in those 2 exposures a day and that 1 post a day, it will pay off, I promise you. So when I reach out, if someone says, yes, I want to hear more about the business or more about the products, we have Go Prospect. That's an app that I want everybody to download. I'm going to show you the icon. It's free. Let's see. So here, whoops. So this is, oh God, you can't see that right here. That's what it's going to look like. So if you go into your app store and you type in Go Prospect, that little icon, right? Well, this is backwards. That's what you're going to want to see. Little G-O, and it says Go Prospect. So you're going to want to download that. And then to set that up and to use it, it's going to ask you for your username and your password. So when you're signing in to Nerium.com or you're signing into Go Prospect, which you'll only have to sign into once, you use what you set up when you either became a customer or you signed up as a business partner for your username and your password. So when you log into your back office, so when you go to Nerium.com and you log in, you're going to go to resources. So it's beside leadership dashboard. There's a resources tab. So once you hit resources, I wrote this down because I didn't want to give you guys like wrong information. Once you hit resources, you're going to go down to where it says edge, like the edge. Once you click on that, there's all the training that you need right there, but it's also the Go Prospect is there. And that's where you can actually set up Go Prospect and you can start putting in names of people and addresses. On your phone, you can actually link it to all your contacts and it's going to bring all your contacts info in, which is kind of neat. But that's where you're going to start sharing videos. That's how you get your samples out. Everything we now have in this app, which is really awesome. And if you signed on with a $500 kit last month or this month, you get an extra 90 points in what we call Nerium Gives Back. And that's what you use to pay for samples. So you won't have to pay for your first 3 samples because sending out 1 sample is 30 Nerium Gives Back points. I'm going to go over what Nerium Gives Back in just a minute. So definitely download the Go Prospect app. get it set up out of your back office. If you don't get it set up out of your back office, you can still set it up on your phone. I just know some people, it's easier to use. For me, it was easier to use my computer or my tablet to set things up. But if you just have your phone, that's completely fine. You can set it up from there. Or you can go into your back office from your phone. You can log in, obviously, and set it up from there. So the next thing that you're going to want to know about is our 2 bonuses that you can get in the first 30 and 60 days. So in the first 30 days, if you get 3 brand partners and your accumulative volume between those 3 brand partners and you is 2,000, you're actually going to be eligible for a nice bonus. And you're also going to rank up to a senior brand partner, which means you get paid more and your commissions are more. And it just goes up from there. So that's one way that you can rank up and hit that bonus. The other bonus is if you get 9 customers in the first 30 days, you're also going to rank up to senior brand partner and you're going to get a cash bonus. It's less, so it's only going to be a $75 cash bonus versus I think it's $150. It is. It's a $150 cash bonus with the 3 brand partners. Plus, you're making money off of when someone signs up at a $500 kit as a brand partner, you make $50. But this month, we have something called the Power Up bonus going on where you make an additional $50. So if you sign someone up at the $500 kit, you make $100. If you get 3 people, you're going to make another $175. So that adds up to what, $475 you could potentially make in your first 30 days. Now, if you use the 9 customers, you're not just going to get that $75 bonus, but you're also going to get commissions off all of those customers. The commissions are based upon how many preferred customers you have. So if you have 3 preferred customers, you're making 10%. From 3 to 6, I believe it's, or the first customer is 10%, I'm sorry, and then up to 3 is 15, then it goes to 20%, then 22%. Then once you hit 9 customers, and this is all laid out for you in your compensation plan, which you get in your starter kit. I feel like I'm not making this simple. I'm sorry. So you just pretty much, you want to get 9 customers. Once you hit those 9 customers in your first 30 days, you're going to rank up as senior brand partner. You're going to get that cash bonus and you're going to get optimal commissions. You're going to start getting 26% commissions off every preferred customer you enroll after that 9th customer. So that's a pretty decent amount of commissions. Now, if you don't hit these goals, it's fine. If you get to 7 preferred customers and you're close to that 30-day mark, you and I are going to be having a conversation about how we can get you that 8th and 9th customer, because I don't want you to miss out on these bonuses. Now, you want to schedule your launch party. That's how you're going to get customers, honestly. So you want to schedule 2 launch parties if you can within your first 30 days. We want to probably do a home party and then have kind of a backup date for that home party. If you can only do 1, that's okay. I know people are super busy, but we're probably going to also want to do an online party, whether that's a Facebook party or a Zoom party like this. And I host, so I do all the talking about the products in the business. You just invite. And again, once we get your dates, I know for some of you, we have your dates already set up. But once we get that date, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do to invite. It's very easy, but the biggest thing is following up. So when you invite people, the day before the party, you're going to want to, if you have their number, give them a call or give them a text. And if you're only a Facebook friend, definitely send them a reminder message, just telling them, you know, I'm super excited that you're going to be going to the party tomorrow. Can't wait to see you, or can't wait to have you jump on. And I have a lot of fun things that are going to happen in the party, and you're definitely going to get in for a raffle for a free product, because for every party we do, I will raffle off something. So that being said, the dates are really important. Getting the party set up is important. So that's your first 30 days. In your first 60 days, there is something called the Director 60 bonus. So you have 60 days, and if you get those 3 brand partners, and in those 60 days between you and those brand partners, your volume is at 4,500, then you will get either a $350 bonus or an iPad, whatever you choose. So that's really exciting, and that is going to solidify your rank as senior brand partner. As long as you have 3 active brand partners underneath you, You're going to continue to be senior brand partner, and you're actually going to hit director if you have that 4,500 in volume, which is really exciting. I was able to do that in my first 60 days, and then I was able to qualify for my Lexus within 7 months. So these first 60 days are just very important to get your business, get that foundation going. This is when you know the least, but you're probably the most excited. Although I think I'm more excited now about Nerium than I was then, just knowing what's coming out. But you're going to be very excited, and the start of your business is so important. And I don't want anybody to miss out on these bonuses if it's a goal for yourself. If it's not a goal for yourself to hit these bonuses and all you want to do is get your product for free, that's fine. That's totally fine. I will work with you on whatever your goal is. But that's the other piece of this that I want to say to you is write down what your goal is. You might not even know what your goal is. If you don't know what your goal is, give me some goals. I don't know what my goal should be. To get your product for free for November, you have to have 3 preferred customers this month. And the 3 orders that are within those 3 customers has to equal $175. That's how you get your product for free. Now you're going to get a credit that you use for November, and it's going to be based on 3 or more, however many customers you have, the amount of all those orders together averaged. So if you have 3 customers and their orders add up to $300, you're going to have a $100 credit next month. If you have 6 customers and the orders add up to $600, you're going to have $200 for next month. You cap out at $270 in credit, so you can't get more than $270 in credit for the following month. So let's kind of refresh here a little bit. Your goal is definitely to want to get those 3 customers. Now, one thing I have to say is if you signed up last month and you didn't get those 3 customers, so you don't have credit this month to use towards your auto delivery order, which is your ADO, every brand partner to be active has to have an ADO of $80 or more. So that being said, we don't have products that are $80. The chews being $40 a piece, they add up to $80, but it doesn't give you the $80 volume. So really you have to get a $90 product to get that 80 in volume. And I'll send out, we have a grid of what each product and what it counts towards in volume. So the price point might not equal what it counts towards in volume. So for example, a night cream is $90, but it's $80 in volume. So when I said $80 order, I should have said 80 in volume order. Again, that can be a little confusing, but if you signed up this month at the $500 pack, you don't have to worry about that. If you signed up last month and you have your credit, I've probably already reached out to you and you've put in your ADO. So if you signed up last month and you don't have that credit, we just have to make sure we get your auto delivery order in before we put in any customers. Because if you're not active with that order, you aren't going to get paid. So what I say is don't ever delete your ADO. You can change what you want in there based upon your credit, but don't delete it, because once you delete that ADO, you're not active any longer as a brand partner. And I'll tell you, I'll reach out to you because I can see all of that. And I run reports to see who's active, who's not, who hasn't used all their credit, those things. And if you have questions, reach out to me before you put the order in or before you use your credit. I can definitely help you with that. So active as a BP, then we start putting in customers. I can help you put in those customers. You're going to want to use your website to send out to people, but you're also going to want to say, hey, before you order, let me know, because I want to make sure you get the discounted price. And that means that they're going in for an auto delivery order, not a retail customer. A retail customer will get you commissions, but it's not going to get you a preferred customer, which is what we want. That means they get basically a 20% off, and that they're saying that they're going to have an auto delivery. We can cancel at any time, and they are not feed. They're not going to have a penalty, but they're going to get the most discounted price. So again, reaching out to people, sending people your website to browse, or asking them what they might be interested in is definitely something that you want to do every single month with new people, and then also existing customers. If you have existing customers that they've ordered something, I would say, hey, I see that you ordered the cleanser and the eye serum last week or last month. What do you think about trying the night cream? It's phenomenal. Here's a little information about it. And you can get information on all of these products and videos on all of these products in our Go Prospect app. Which is exciting. You can also get it in your back office. So there's a lot of different ways you can learn about the products. And then I am your number one resource. So if they have questions that you can't answer, ask me. That's what I'm here for. You can blow me up all day long and I will answer your questions when I get a minute. Sometimes it takes me a little bit to get back. So we have a team call every Sunday night, which I post in our Facebook feed. It's also posted in Goal Diggers. And that's about a half an hour. It's at 9:00, and it's where people that are doing really well in the business and our upline will get on and talk about what's new, what's coming up, and how they can help you with the business. They give you ideas. So that's really important. I also say personal development is really important, but not something I did for the first year I was with the business. I thought it was kind of silly. If you're already doing personal development, so you're reading a book to better yourself, good for you. Now that I do it, I wished I'd done it years ago. Sorry, but it's something that's been very life-changing for me, but if I sit down and read a book at night, I get very sleepy, or I'm reading and I'm not paying attention to what I'm reading, or I'm watching what's on the TV. So what I've done is I downloaded Audible. So I listen to Audible personal development books. Right now, my favorite is Girl Wash Your Face. It's really good. There's a lot of different ones out there. So if you feel like you can fit in 10 pages a day or 15 minutes a day listening to a book, riding to work, or what have you, do it. It will benefit you personally, but it's also going to benefit your business drastically. So personal development is something that we really, it helps our mindset, and our mindset is what helps us with everything, right? Positive mindset, positive outcomes, the universe gives back, I swear. And then knowing our 10 core commitments. Personal develop is one of them. 2 exposures a day is one of them. But we have a 10 core commitment that we just tell people, look through it, read through it, try to do them monthly. One of them is getting to regional meetings, which we have monthly. Right now they're in Massachusetts. That's difficult for me, I'll be honest, because they're on Saturdays and all of my kids' sports are on Saturdays. So I go to the ones I can. If you can't, you can't. I completely understand. What we try to do is if they've gone over some really important things at regionals, whoever attends in the upline will try to break it down and do something like this, like a Zoom, or they post it in Goal Diggers, or they post it in our Facebook team messengers, just to make sure people are getting the information. So Nerium gives back points. That's how we sample people. Now you get Nerium gives back points every month for having the Go Prospect. So for your first month, that's free if you have the $500 kit. For the other months, it is $30 a month. But subscribing to that gives you 30 Nerium gives back points. We also have a trip that we're all trying to earn to the Bahamas right now. And the qualification time is until December 31st. So if you, again, have the edge, that gives you 30 points in volume towards this Bahamas trip, which I'm going to go over that in a separate Zoom. And that's, again, how you get your samples out. And sampling people is how you get customers. When you sample someone through Go Prospect, you're going to have their email in there because you're going to need to get their email. That's going to send them an email campaign about whatever you're sampling them. So it's giving them information, how to use the product, and how to order the product off your website. It's sending them all this information, and it's honestly doing the work for you. That's why I love our new sampling site, which, by the way, they just set up in August. So it's very new, but I've been very successful in getting customers by using it. So Nerium gives back points you can also earn when someone orders products 2 consecutive months in a row. So if you have a preferred customer and they order something month 1 and then month 2, whatever they order month 2, their highest product, so if it's, a cleanser and a night cream, it's going to take 80 points off that night cream that they order, and you're going to get 80 Nerium gives back points. So the points accumulate, and you see them when you log on in your back office. When you go to Go Prospect to send a sample, it's also going to tell you how many Nerium gives back points it's using, which it's only 30. So that's also a way you can rack up Nerium gives back points. It's really just helping you run your business and sample your products for free. So Nerium wants us to not use anything, not buy things ourselves to run our business. Same thing with giving us credit on orders and having that $80 in volume. You should only ever have to pay that one time. You should only have to pay for your ADO once, because we're wanting you to get that credit from your 3+ customers towards next month's auto delivery order. The other thing I say is get a planner. I use my planner religiously. I write down my exposures, I write down meetings, I write down Zoom stuff, and I try to log my time to make sure that I'm not spending too much time or too little time on what I'm doing for my business. I say if you can do 20 minutes a day, that's awesome. So if you're sending out messages and you're posting on Facebook and you're doing some follow-ups, sending a sample, try not to spend more than 20 minutes a day. If you want to spend more than 20 minutes a day, your business will likely benefit, but I don't want you to get burnt out either. I want this to be fun. We all want this to be fun. So the other thing I say is definitely comment and do a positive Facebook post. So meaning you want to interact with people on a non-Nerium basis on Facebook. If that's something, again, this is totally up to you, but Facebook is free marketing. And if you are commenting on other people's posts and you're liking people's posts, Nerium has this algorithm that it's going to show people your posts more. So if you're not getting likes on your posts, it might be because it's not showing up in people's feed. So if you're commenting on other people and you're doing other posts that get a lot of interaction, right now we have a sample post going on where we post a picture of a jar with candy in it. And we're asking people, how many candies are in this jar. I think I have 70 or 80 comments right now. So that means that I'm going up in regards to interaction on Facebook, which means the next posts that I do will likely be seen more. And there's webinars on Facebook and how to use it for marketing. I've never watched it. I only kind of take tidbits out of my upline and what I've learned over the past couple of years with using marketing on Nerium. Doing marketing for Nerium on Facebook. But I can tell you that if you're interactive and you're doing positive posts, even if it's a quote or a funny little meme, that gets people, they'll like it or they'll comment under it. So again, I try to do that once a day if I have the time. A lot of the times I forget, but it literally takes 15 seconds to do a post. So definitely using Facebook and Instagram. I found Instagram to be really successful as well with business things. But again, I try to do some fun things as well, just to get kind of my name out there and get people looking at things. And truly, I get most of my customers through Facebook. I definitely talk to family and I talk to friends, but I get the majority of my customers through social media. So again, if you don't want to use social media for marketing, that's okay. We can talk about other ways that you can, reach people other than social media. So I think the last thing I wanted to do is just, again, go over setting your goals and making sure you have goals set, whether it's just 3 customers this month to get product for free, or if you want to hit those goals of 9 customers or 3 brand partners. Let me know what your goals are, because that's what I want to game plan with you on. That's what I want to set out the activity that you're willing to do and able to do to meet those goals. Because, activities are exposures, are talking to people, are having parties. Those are all activities that we use to meet our goals. It's very simple to being in school or anything you have in life, whether it's exercise or, education or diet or activities with kids, whatever it might be, parenting goals. It's all the same. You're going to get what you put in. And if your goal isn't written down, you don't have a goal. I'll be honest, I will talk about goals all day long, but if I don't write mine down and write down the activity I have to do and break it down into days, I won't do it. I would say capitalize on, waiting time and make it hustle time. So if you're waiting in line at the grocery store, pop in a post, send a message. If you're waiting at your kid's doctor's appointment or an appointment for yourself, utilize your downtime. I did not realize how much downtime I had when I started the business until I started really tracking it. And when I started, I was the director of nursing at a facility. I had like 200 staff members. I had just had a baby. I had my other 2 kids. My husband works in Merrimack, so he's far away. So I would be the one to do all the after work school activities. Anyways, long story short, I didn't realize how much downtime I still had. And I just utilized it and capitalized on it in those first 30 and 60 days, and it set me up for some good success. So that's it. I did want to keep this at 30 minutes. I know I went over a lot. Write down your questions. What I would love to do is have like a Zoom like this with all of us so we can kind of ask questions so you guys can hear what other people have to ask, and we can kind of have a little bit of like a team meeting. Because I know getting together not on internet can be difficult sometimes. But I do still try to have team meetings. And dates I want you guys to keep in mind are October 18th. We have a market party at Concord Country Club. And I'm going to be hosting it. So what that is, a market party is when you can invite guests, whether it's someone that you want to join the business with you, or it's someone that you want to just order products. And at the market party, we go over the products, we go over the business, and then, it's just like a normal party that you have at home. We'll have applications ready and samples for people to try. They're a lot of fun. Concord Country Club has a bar, and they have a place where we can order food. You can invite as many people as you want. It's a pretty big venue. I will send the flyer through our team feed again, just to make sure you have that. You can save it, send it out. And then the other date is November 3rd. November 3rd, we have they call it a super regional. It's in New York. I'm staying overnight. It's a 4-hour drive, but I would love to get as many of you there as possible. I'm leaving Friday, November 2nd, coming back November 3rd on the evening. But it is some of the top income earners in the company that are our direct upline that are coming to do this training. It will set your business on fire in these first couple months rather. And I'm really excited because I think they might have some announcements there as well, which is, you just feel the energy in the room at these super regionals and our annual conference. They're fabulous. So the other thing is our annual conference is in Nashville, Tennessee, and that's in April. So I'll also send info out about that, but we're at the Grand Ole Opry Conference Center. So I'm really excited because I've never been to Nashville. These are things that you have to spend your own money on, but I will say it's all a tax write-off if you're able to do it. If you're not, it's okay. I am all over, our team feed when I'm at any of these events, making sure you guys are hearing what I'm hearing. And then I do a Zoom after to make sure everybody knows what's going on. But I'm really excited about both of these events, our super regional and the Nashville conference, because they're always really exciting. And with new products coming out, weight loss, acne, sunscreen, and hair care products, things are going to get really crazy. So I'm just excited. But thank you all for jumping on, and congratulations. So excited to have every single one of you on the team. And you've just done something really awesome for yourself by joining. So thank you. Please make sure you write down questions that you have. Reach out about goals and game planning, and I will reach out to you guys as well, obviously. Thank you all so much.